everyone. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. What are you doing? What are you doing today? We've asked this before, what you all do for Valentine's Day. Rachel and James went to the melting pot this last weekend. She ended up with food poisoning.
Yeah.
She actually, right before this, said, where's my throw up bag?
Oh my gosh,
She didn't throw up, but,
no.
And I also have had this weird stomach issue. So I really don't know if we both have a virus
We're
or if it's
run
completely
down here.
unrelated.
We've
lived in the bathroom. I know it's TMI, but you all know that we often tell TMI.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Yes. Let me know, do you hear the white noise? I got a new sound machine for the bathroom. It's a little bit more quiet, but let me know if you still hear it. We are going to be making rolled flowers today, and I have not done this here at Oak and Lamb. I have made a rolled flower file. It's for the rose, and it is on the website. So if you are a Flock member, you can go and download that now. If there is interest in the rolled flowers, I might be willing to make an entire collection of them. I personally love rolled flowers. I think they're absolutely beautiful, whether you're using cardstock or felt or faux leather, whatever you want to cut them out of. I really love them. They come together pretty quickly.
They do. The
felt flowers do take a little bit longer to cut out just because you're using a rotary blade and there's lots of cuts, and we'll look at all that in a little bit.
The good thing about it, it's a time-consuming project, but not a difficult one.
At all. It's kind of mind-numbing. You can do it while you're
and it's gorgeous.
Watching TV.
The felt crown, because here's the thing, this is not her first rodeo with rolled flowers. She's an old pro. She's made some beautiful creations. So, yeah, ask her any and all questions you have. She's a master at felt with the Cricut. So it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm really excited about, I don't know if you want to go to the overhead so they can see them. I've made 7 of them here. We'll do maybe probably just one of the felt, and then we'll do one cardstock and we'll do one faux leather, just because we want to show you how easy it is to put together the rolled flowers with all of those mediums. And let me know, are there other materials that you all like to use for rolled flowers? I am interested. Felt is my go-to just because I think it's so pretty. For those of you who don't know, we do love Benzie felt here at Oak and Lamb.
It is linked down below for you guys.
It's our absolute favorite. Oh. We haven't used it a whole lot here, but for those of you who have followed us for any amount of time, you know that Benzie felt is our go-to. One reason, and if you want to go right to my computer, I'll just go to their website and kind of show you,
You can blame Google Chrome if you want.
Yeah. Oh, it's Benzie Designs. That's why. Okay, so benziedesign.com. But oh my gosh, look at this green. That is such a beautiful green color.
That's beautiful.
But what I love about Benzie, and we talk about color combinations and color palettes, which our color cubes are an absolute saver for those of you who don't really love putting colors together. But they do all of that for you. So
Tracy said, "I'm so happy I found you. I've missed you all so much."
Hi, Tracy. We're so happy you found us too. And what a fun day for you to find us. If you go to benziedesign.com, then you can look under, we always get their wool blend felt. They have the bellwether felt too, but I always just use this one. But you can go to color palettes, and they have color palettes already put together for you that you can purchase, and you can purchase them in different size sheets. This one's a new one. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful.
I love those colors.
Look at this eucalyptus too. I love making eucalyptus sprigs like this. That's beautiful. Look at these flowers. Oh my word.
I love that they include, like, they don't just throw up a color palette. They're like, here you go. They put inspiration behind it to really get your mind going, and it's beautiful.
Rach, look at these.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my word. So beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And then the holly, and then these. My favorite of all the palettes is always this 12-day palette. I always get this palette.
Look at the confetti one.
This, yes,
Yeah,
super
it's so
cute. Super cute. I think we have that one here too.
Adorable.
There's the Bright Side palette.
Look at the
I get that one a lot.
sprinkles. Oh my gosh.
So many great color combinations. And you can also buy most of the felt colors in their pom-pom colors. And there are, oh my word, look at this. So cute. There are different shaped palms as well. So let's go to the palms really quickly. And we've featured some of these, like the rainbows, on a live before where we did a fun cutout banner. If I can get it to go there. But they have different shapes. Look at the footballs.
I can't. Look at the avocado.
The XOs.
They have bees that I, of course, adore.
They're, yes. Little leprechauns.
Look at the bunnies. Look at the bunnies.
The eggs.
Oh.
So, I mean, we just love Benzie. We have never been affiliated with Benzie. In fact, maybe we need to get on that. I don't know if they have an affiliate program or some sort of, I really don't know. I don't know what kind of programs they offer, but we love it so much. I think it would be a good fit. Look at these almonds, strawberries. Oh.
The little watermelon.
Anyway, love them. Just wanted to share those with you all. So let me look and see who all is here. Jen, Diana, Linda, Tracy, Lisa, Belle, Shirley, Cindy, Kat. Shauna. So many friends here. Hi, everyone. Okay. Anyway, like I said, the cut file is over on the website. I can show you really quickly where that is. If it will go. Cut file. It should be the first one that pops up because I've just added it. And I actually rolled some flowers to make for the thumbnail. I like to do thumbnails that show finished products for you all so you know what you're doing, especially with these, because if we add more to the site, then what they look like as a file doesn't necessarily translate to what they look like as a finished product.
Yes.
So I assume this is a rose. I named it that.
Looks like a rose to me.
Could be other things. You will let me know. It's my favorite of all the rolled flowers. That's why I chose it.
Anyway, it's very versatile too.
Over in Design Space, let's pull up a new project here. Upload. Here's the file. So this does not translate to what you see here. Very interesting. The only thing that I need to do to this file is size it. So the felt that I'm using today is 9 by 12. So I just need to make sure that this will fit in the 9 by 12 size restriction. So I'm going to make it 8.5 inches wide. And then I'm going to duplicate this because I'm going to cut one out of felt, one out of cardstock, and one out of faux leather, like I mentioned. Now, the cardstock that I'm going to be using is 12 by 12, so I can make this up to 11.5 inches. We'll make a big one. Nope, this part, 11.5. Forgive me. And then this, let me see how big my faux leather is. It is also 12 by 12, so we'll just duplicate this one. Let me change the colors here so that they don't try to put them like on the same mats, which I don't think they would, but we'll see. And then we're ready to click make it. So I am using felt, obviously, and the felt that I'm using is thicker felt. So if you are familiar with Cricut felt at all, it is thinner felt. It doesn't feel as amazing, but it cuts really well with the Explore series machines. This felt is thicker and you need to cut it with a rotary blade. Now there are workarounds. You can put freezer paper on this and bond the felt in order to cut it with a brand new fine point blade in your Explore series machines. In fact, we have videos on how to do that. It works really well. But I will say this, that method works best for larger cuts. These cuts, there are so many and it's so intricate. I feel like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I feel like you're more likely to have a craft felt if you do that. If you bond it and cut one of these out, let me know over in the private Facebook group. I want to see how well it does or doesn't do.
Yeah.
I would recommend having a brand new mat and a brand new fine point blade if you're going to do it, and then bond on both sides, not just one side, but bond on both sides.
And we're honest here. You know, if we think it's not going to be perfect.
I don't, like I said, I don't think it's not doable. I just think that you're more likely to have a craft felt if you do it. Okay. So over here in Design Space, I am just going to connect to my, is that it? I
think so.
No, that's just Maker. Why is the Maker 3 not showing up? Let me connect. Do you always connect via Bluetooth?
I do.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just do that. Does it need an adapter?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Let me know if you have one.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Easy.
Yes, Linda, don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Thank you so much for all the reminders about that.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so the felt wool fabric is the material that I am using. and I want to add extra pressure. Now look right here. For whatever reason, they changed this probably 2 years ago, actually, now that I'm thinking of it. The default material, or the default cutting tool for this is the fine point blade. You're not going to be able, you can't do that. It's very interesting to me that it does that. So edit your tool, add your rotary blade, and then I do more pressure because I don't know if our rotary blade needs to be changed or what the deal is. Let me find a fun color here that will go with what we've got. This green is beautiful and I really want to use it, but it doesn't really go. You know, what would have been fun is if I'd gotten my color cubes out and put together.
Yeah. Would that mustard yellow do good at all?
I have it right here.
Oh, I see it.
Yes, I love it. Good call.
Happy Valentine's Day, Micah. We're so glad you're here. Thanks for taking time out of your day to watch the live.
I'll do this green. And then I'm going to put this over to the side. So when you're cutting felt, you're going to want a strong grip mat. You can use a fabric grip if it is brand new, but I prefer a strong grip. Just my preference. I'm going to put it up here in the top left-hand corner.
I know that cord's very convenient for you, Becca.
Super convenient. I love it. It's my favorite. It's fine. And then I just cleaned this mat, so it should be good. But I'm going to go ahead and braid it down too. I do have my rotary blade already installed, and then when we cut the other materials, I'll change it out. But go ahead and load this, and we'll chat for a few minutes because, like I said, it does take a couple of minutes to cut this out with the rotary blade. Totally fine. It's not an obnoxious amount of time. My Lynn Lily is already preheated. I do have a hot glue gun that I'm going to be putting this together in the faux leather. Actually, I may use it for the cardstock too. So it's preheated. I'll probably have to grab another glue stick. The reason that we love Lynn Lily, there's a lot of reasons we love Lynn Lily. One is it's just super adorable. Two is that Lynn is one of the most thoughtful, energetic, amazing humans. Like she's just a phenomenal person. If you don't follow her. Craftbox Girl, Lynn Lily. Three is that the functionality of this glue gun is like no other. There are other Surebonder glue guns that are exactly like this. They're like black and green or whatever.
Yeah, they're just not cute.
So cute. Anyway, what we love the most about it is the precision point. The precision point will allow us to easily put a thin strip of hot glue down so that we can roll this without it being so much that comes out that it seeps out like underneath and takes forever to dry. So all of those things are important. The other thing that we love is that it can be cordless. So if you need a hot glue gun, check that out. We do have a link below for you.
Jackie said, perfect timing. I wanted to make a project with felt flowers and have never made them. You guys always seem to post the perfect videos.
I love to hear that. So if you all are interested, we'll try to make a project later on with these. I love making the felt crowns out of rolled flowers. But today I am going to show you how I use this florist stem wire to make a stem for this. But I'm not going to make like an actual project out of it. So by the time that we cut this out, glue them together, and then do that, I don't really think we'll have a time for a project. But maybe in an organic video or something that's pre-recorded, we'll throw together a project for you all.
Or maybe a member-only video.
Maybe a member-only. Speaking of member-only, while that's cutting out, I can go ahead and tell you, if you are not already a member here at Oak and Lamb, now is a fantastic time to join because we are offering a special Valentine surprise pricing for you all. If you use the code BEMINE, BEMINE at checkout on the annual membership, then you can get $35 off your first year here at Oak and Lamb. What all does that include? Lots of goodness. So you'll get access to our entire library of cut files with free commercial use license. Now, where we differ on our commercial use license from other companies is that if you cancel your membership here at Oak and Lamb, you could still use the files that you already have downloaded. You still have access to that free commercial use license. So that's really amazing. Commercial use license means that you can legally sell products with our images and our graphics for money. Amazing. You also get access to our courses that are included with the membership. One is our O&L Cricut Academy course, which is an amazing start to finish, how do I use my Cricut type of course. It's phenomenal. Rachel and I have made it like 3 times now.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a great course. The other thing is that you get access to our private Facebook group where the flock is, and our flock is the best part of our membership. What an amazing group of people. And my parents came over last night. We were just talking about the flock again and how fortunate we are to be associated. Like we have the best group of people. Mom and Dad say all the time, the support that you get from them is just absolutely
it's unmatched.
Both like professionally and and private, or
I mean, when you own a business and the people who are supporting you are just so selfless and you feel so undeserving, you know that you are just lucky.
We hit the jackpot.
We did.
We have hit the jackpot. Anyway, if you want to be included, if you want to be a part of the flock and get the benefits of member-only projects, member-only lives, our cut files, our courses, click that link. Use the code, let us know. Also, if an annual membership is not in your budget right now, we offer monthly options as well and have the exact same benefits for our monthly tiered members as our annual tiered members. We don't hold anything back from anyone. Rachel, you sound so much better.
Thank you.
Yeah. I love making paper flowers. Me too, Flora. I love that glue gun. I've never tried flowers. Kathy, I think you would like them. I do. Thank you, Susan. I do love this green sweater. I got it from Target. I might get another one because I love it so much. Okay.
And I know you touched on this, but Miss Micah is asking if she can easily cut felt with her Explorer.
Yes. I would, if you're cutting Benzie felt, I would definitely recommend bonding it top and bottom. Brand new mat, brand new blade. I think it is doable. I think you are more likely to have a craft fail with that, unfortunately, because these cuts are so intricate. If you're using a Cricut felt, it'll be totally fine. You will not have an issue. Let's go overhead and let's see how this cut out. Watch this pull up. It scares me every single time. Look at that. So perfect.
Gorgeous.
It's absolutely beautiful. So let's go ahead and just pull this off, and I'm going to go ahead and load the faux leather on here. And we'll braid it down and we'll let it start cutting out while we are putting, you know what, I'm gonna use this other mat. While we're putting the felt flower together. There we go.
Micah, what do you mean bond? So what we do in that circumstance is we take parchment paper because it has one side.
Freezer paper?
I'm sorry, thank you. Freezer paper, because one side of it is waxy, and you would basically get your easy press or iron or something like that and bond that waxy side to your material, and it makes it easier for the Cricut to cut.
We have a video on that too, Micah. If you need us to help you find that, let us know. We are more than happy to do that. But it's a pre-recorded video, and it teaches just really quickly how to do it, why you want to do it, and all of that stuff. So I highly recommend you look at that. There is a faux leather setting in Design Space, and it does use the fine point blade. So we're just going to change out our blade here. This faux leather is from 143 Vinyl. I think this one's called Russet Brown. Is that correct? Yep. It's my favorite color leather. So I bought a ton of it when it first came out, and I love this one. Okay. So as soon as I hit the play, start, whatever button, why they made it a play button is beyond me. I loved the flashing Cricut button. I'm still salty about it.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so to put this guy together, let me move this computer over so that the cord is not the entire way. Okay, there are two ends to this. One has this little round guy, one does not. The round guy is the actual bottom of your flower. This is the last piece that you're gonna glue on together. So always start with the one that does not have the round on it. The fun fact, first time I ever made a rolled flower, I had no idea what I was doing. And so I sort of just wadded this guy up in the very beginning and rolled it up, made it work. You don't have to do that. You can do it the right way. So for felt, what I like to do is just take a little bit of hot glue and start at the very end and just roll a little bit. And it can be flat. It doesn't actually have to be a rounded roll. But just start your roll out like this. Let it dry really good because that's gonna be the base of everything. And then you can start with the rest of it. Now, I like to do in small sections about as far as my fingers will like hold it out. And the reason that I like to do that is because the hot glue will dry if I do too much. So I'm just gonna roll with my right hand. See how I'm keeping it straight with my left hand? And then you don't have to touch any part of it. And I'm just making sure that the bottom is flush with my whole entire roll all the way to the end. See how it's flat right there? It's exactly what we want. And I found that keeping it taut like this with my other hand is the easiest way to do this. Now, if you want to do smaller sections, start out with smaller sections until you're more comfortable with it. But it does get easier to roll the further along, like the bigger the core gets. See, so much easier. Once you start and get going, it goes pretty quickly.
Would the paper curler that Cricut used to sell work with doing this felt?
Rach, remind me about the paper.
I don't think so, because I think it was just a lot like a quilling tool. I'm not 100% positive.
Yeah, the only thing is that this felt is pretty thick, and most quilling tools aren't. Well, I can show you. They're not wide enough.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah. If it were wide enough, then yeah. The other thing that you can do, I've actually done it before. You can take your reverse tweezers, start it like that, and then rotate it. But I feel like I just get like super awkward and handsy that way. And it's easier for me just to do it this way. But however you can do it and feel comfortable with it, definitely go with that. I just like being able to not have to have any tools, honestly. And see, I'm not putting this strip of adhesive all the way at the bottom for a couple of reasons. One, I feel like I have to be more precise that way. And two, if it's really close to the bottom and I put too much on it, then it will seep out the bottom, which isn't the end of the world. It just gets messy. So see, I'm putting it probably between 1/8 and 1/4 of an inch up. Again, I'm still flat right here. Looks great. And we're almost finished with this one. The faux leather one has stopped cutting. So when I'm finished with this, then I will roll it and we'll cut out the cardstock one too.
And again, it's not a difficult project at all.
No.
Just time consuming.
Yeah. What I like to do if I'm cutting out a bunch of them is just keep one cutting while I'm rolling the other. And honestly, it takes a little bit more time to roll one for me than it does to cut out. So my machine's usually waiting on me a little bit. But no big deal. If you have, and I'll show you in just a second, but if you are cutting felt or something like that, faux leather, for the first time and you want to make sure that your machine is cutting it well, do not unload your mat before you check to see that your material has cut all the way through. And I'll show you in just a second if you are unfamiliar with that. If you unload your mat, then you can't easily put it back in and just let it cut back over. If you do not unload your mat, then if for some reason it doesn't cut all the way through, you can just press the start button again and it will cut, and it will cut in the exact same spots. Okay, so at the end, I'm just gluing to right here. Just like that. And then I'm going to put glue right here on this disc part. We will flatten it to the bottom. And then this guy like kind of sticks out a little bit. So what I like to do is just go back in after it's all put together, add some adhesive right there. And then you can kind of fluff this out if you want to, or if you wanted it to be even tighter, then don't fluff it. But look how quick and easy that was.
So cute.
Right? Okay, so over here on, let me go grab another glue stick really quick.
What blade did you use for that, Becca?
That's the fine point, or for the faux leather.
Or Renee, let us know what you mean.
Yeah, faux leather was the fine point blade. The felt was the rotary blade. Okay, I think this cut through, but again, I'm not going to unload. I'm just going to pull this up. Okay, it did. It did great. So now let's unload it. We'll pull this over here. Oh, it's so satisfying every time. So satisfying. Let's pull this off. And then we are going to grab a cardstock really quickly. I don't know what color cardstock. I should have thought of that. Let's do purple because Fally would love that.
Ooh, I like that dark plum purple.
Me too. We'll braid this one down, and
Is
then
it textured a little bit?
It is textured.
That'll be
It's
pretty.
white core too. You know,
Shame.
I know. I'm just going to choose the medium cardstock setting, normal pressure. We'll let this cut out, and we'll glue the faux leather one together. Check and see what you all are saying because I haven't pulled you up in a bit. Linda says, okay, flockers and crafters, there are 74 watching and only 34 likes. Hit that like button. Yes, please hit the like button. It's super quick and easy to do that. And
Thank
it
you,
does,
Linda.
for whatever reason, help us.
For whatever reason.
I don't pretend to know. Don't pretend. Okay, again, on this one, we're going to start from the end, but how we roll this will matter because we have a right side and a wrong side. So this is going to feel a little bit different. You know, before I was rolling like this, now I'm going to roll like this. Not terrible, but here we go. And I wanted to make this one bigger so that you all could see. I should have made a tiny one too. This flower, the spinach flower, is going to be a whole lot bigger than the other one. Something also to consider is that you will, even when this is, you know what, I'm going to do it the other way. Only because it kind of opens like this. So maybe I want the felt side to be like this and the actual leather side to be on the inside. So, ixnay what I just said. Let's do it the same way. There we go. Ow. Rach, tell them what you did last night. How many strawberries did you make?
I milk chocolate dipped over 150 strawberries.
And she texted a picture of all of them and said something like,
Who
"You don't want
wants
any
them?"
strawberries?"
Yeah,
I'm
who
like,
wants them?
Why are you asking?
Who
Like,
wants chocolate dipped strawberries are one of my favorite things ever. They're delicious. And James used to buy them for me from, like, you know, because around this time, like, churches will, all
Youth
the little
group, yeah.
mammas and mothers from churches will make them and, you know, whatever, raise money. But honestly, they are just so expensive. It's highway robbery. Like, James would pay like $10 for 6 strawberries, and I can drop 6 trying to eat some chocolate covered strawberries.
Yeah.
So every year, this is probably the 5th or 6th year I have, I just make my own because they're just like this project, not hard, just time consuming.
Right.
So I love chocolate covered strawberries. They're delish.
so anyway, Rachel brought me some. I'm super excited to tear into them.
Could you, well, I know you could. Could you cut out like another color of felt and start wrapping it around where you ended the last one? Like on the felt flowers to like make them like one color
Even
in the
bigger?
center. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you could. I've never done that. That would be fun. Well, remember that one that we saw on Benzie that had like that fun yellow center that kind of stuck up?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Like you start it with that and then you continue with that. Yeah, I think I've never made one like that. But I'm really into trying. Did anyone ever answer like what other fabrics, materials, whatever they like to use?
Crepe paper is what I
Crepe
read.
paper. Okay. Yeah, that would be beautiful. Leah Griffith has some gorgeous crepe papers. We need to order some. I don't think we've ever gotten any.
Shirley, have you used a drill for rolling flowers?
No. I've seen that though, where you can put a bobby pin in the end of a drill and kind of use it like a quilling tool. But no, I haven't.
I think depending on what you're making, you could sacrifice the control of hand doing it for the drill if you wanted to on certain projects.
For me, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I would end up ripping the paper or something because I was being too impatient with the drill.
Oh yeah, I think it's one of those hack videos that took like 1,000 tries that looks easy, but it's not.
Right.
Kat said, I never like how my leather ones turn out because the back is different than the front.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, that's just, I'm the same way. Just wanted to show you all though. I prefer the felt. They are prettier.
Kat said, I want to try the multicolored flowers. You first, Becca.
I'll do it. I'll do it for you. At the bottom there. So, I mean, this one went together the exact same way.
Yeah.
Just wanted to show you all. And this one kind of wants to stick out, so I'm going to put a little bit more glue in it. Just kind of have to play with them. But this material is more stiff than felt, so you're not going to have as floppy of a flower.
Yeah.
Because,
yeah.
I mean, that's the nature of it.
Right, right.
Yeah. Okay, now we have our cardstock one here. And what I love about the cardstock is that you don't have to put adhesive all along the way. Or I just don't. Let's pull this guy off here. And then, again, you're going to start with one end, and it doesn't matter if you roll under or over, but this is a quilling tool. This one, Rachel has linked it for you all. It's basil. I don't know if you can see it or not, or I guess it's basil. I have tried a lot of different quilling tools. I'm trying to remember all of the different brands, but they have some that are a little bit smaller. I have bent a ton of them. I like the ones that are a little bit longer like this, particularly for this type of project, because your roll is going to end up being bigger. And if you have a short quilling tool that you see a lot of times, then it doesn't stick up there as well. So I'm just going to use this one. I love it. I never use this end for what it's supposed to be used for. I only ever use this, but you just put your paper right there in that slot, and you're just gonna roll it. Just make sure that it is even, like this, all the way. And if it becomes a little bit uneven, it's not a big deal. You can kind of push it like that, level it all out.
And I like this one because at the end you get to choose how
tight or not.
Yeah. Like you can just do this, just get into your rhythm, and at the end you can kind of make it how you want it.
Yeah, I agree. These are so much quicker than the felt ones.
Yeah.
Even to cut out. I mean, I don't know if you all were paying attention or not, which cameras were on, but it cuts in no time at all. Almost.
Which are easier to make, big ones or little ones?
It doesn't matter, honestly. I would say with paper, it's basically the same. I would say with felt, for the first couple, I would probably do bigger just because it's easier to handle the larger ones while you're rolling.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that one is significantly easier or more difficult than the other. See, at this point, if I had a short quilling tool, it would probably be falling off, slipping off.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got to this point. See how tight it is? That's great. Pull it out. I'm going to fold this guy down a little bit, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put adhesive, hot glue, right here. And then place this here, and you're going to let it unravel some. Depending on how, there we go, full or not you want it.
Look at that.
So adorable. I made that one a little bit tighter. You could make it less tight if you wanted to, but
or bloom.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's so cute.
So stinking cute. And that was really, really quick.
I love it.
So now that we've done that, let's take a look at these. Again, these are just cloth stemmed wire. You could get the ones that aren't cloth, but I feel like these look really, really pretty.
Those were only 98 cents, by the way.
For how? For
18?
18.
Yeah.
And depending on how long you wanted to make these, we could probably get 2 per wire.
Yeah.
So let's just grab some wire cutters. I'm going to cut this in half. And then what I want to do is fold over this top and kind of create a coil, like a spiral, a flat spiral, like this. So I'm going to make this part really tight, just like that. And then I'm going to hold with these needle nose pliers and wrap just like this. So I'm making this spiral, and holding with the needle nose pliers makes it flat. See how I keep readjusting and making it fold, like clamp onto the rest of the spiral so that it's not coning or anything like that. Once I have a decent base like this, then all I'm going to do is take my pliers, bend this part down and kind of under to create a stem, just like that.
Look how cute that is.
I mean, it's cute by itself. Honestly, if you were doing a little arrangement, you could just put it in there like that. Now, if you wanted longer stems, then you would use an entire piece. If you're going to be using these to put it on like a flower crown or something like that, then you would only need this length. So now all I am going to do is just put some adhesive right here. Just like this. Place it on here. And you can leave them like this until they're dry. Doesn't take a long time. And then we'll do another one really quickly. Again, that first fold is the most important. You want it touching the other side.
That way it's like a smooth, flat.
Yes,
yeah.
Just like that. It's touching. Now we're going to hold on to it and tightly coil it.
Melissa, that blue color, that royal blue, it is gorgeous. Like a navy. So pretty.
You could make that coil smaller if you wanted to. It doesn't have to be that big. I just like a good base on so that it feels good and sturdy. That's looking good. Bend this one over just like that. See? And then we'll hot glue this one to the cardstock one. Just like this. And then this one should be ready to go already. Yeah.
So
Look
cute.
how cute. I might put stems on all of these and make a cute little arrangement out of them.
That'd be so cute.
It would be cute. And then I can use them later for like a crown if I wanted to.
Adorable. Yeah.
What do you all think of these? Let me know. Can you make your own? Do you feel empowered? For me, before I knew how to make rolled flowers, it did seem scary, right? You don't know how to do it. But that is like one of the easiest things to put together. It's not like that puzzle ball that I threw at you all. Wouldn't that mean, right?
I can't even think about that puzzle ball.
I prefer the felt one. I do too, Renee. Absolutely. I love it. I mean, I'm a massive fan of felt anyway, so I'm a fan. So Singing Adorable, Shauna, thank you. Mom loves them.
I do love the colors too, Stacy. Becca has a gift for choosing colors that go together.
Melissa, you can make them. She said, yes, I've always wanted to make them, but you really make it look easy. I mean, honestly, once you figure out the tension and like how long to put your hot glue and all that stuff, it's just sort of trial and error with what works best for you and how quickly you do it and that sort of thing. But yeah, I love them. I love making them. That puzzle ball still gives me nightmares.
My thing is, my favorite part about that wow, I can't even.
Puzzle ball?
I'm doing bad.
Puzzle ball.
The puzzle ball is that Becca was so confident of how easy it was to put together. And me sitting here, having watched her put several together, my mouth, like I was just drooling, staring at her, like, what are you saying? And she was like, guys, it's so easy. And at the end, we were like, do I need to take like an Adderall in order to focus more to know? But I loved Becca's enthusiasm and her confidence in how easy she thought they were. It just tells you how smart Becca is.
Shauna said, I didn't make a rolled flower until you forced me to, and now I love making them. See, Shauna, it's nice that I forced you to do things you're uncomfortable with. Also, Shauna and Stacy and Beth had another get together, and they FaceTimed me, Rachel. I didn't even tell you. I got to FaceTime with them when they were at the Olive Garden. I had just picked up my kids. I could barely hear them, but I have a selfie that I took. I'll have to share it with you all. I'm rolling some more of these just while we chat. What do y'all want to chat about? We can stay and chat for a little bit. Since it's Valentine's Day. I mean, we would do it even if it weren't, but. We went to the park yesterday. It's beautiful here in East Tennessee.
Today's supposed to be stupendous.
65.
And sunny.
65 and sunny.
It's going to be gorgeous.
You want to take Charlie to the park? How's he feeling?
Honestly, if I'm alive then, I'll shoot you a text.
Okay.
I'm expecting for someone to dig me a grave by then. But
I'll come to your funeral, but I'm not digging your grave.
that's the hardest part.
I know. That's
you know
why
what?
I'm not doing it.
Just cremate me.
Okay.
Sprinkle me where my grave would be.
Can I put glitter all over your urn?
I would be mad if you didn't.
I'm sorry, guys, if this is insensitive. This is the terrible humor that we have. We will move on. I'm sorry. That was insensitive.
I'm sorry. You know us.
Yeah. We say a lot before we think about it. It's a terrible trait.
It's a terrible trait.
It's terrible.
Flock Talk has probably taught you all several of our terrible traits. Did you all enjoy this past?
Yeah, what's the most shocking?
Saturdays?
Let us know.
Honestly, probably nothing. The way that these people
I don't know. Rachel was pretty shocked.
Oh, God.
The
Rubbing ears, the ear rubbing.
well, your reaction was so hysterical to that.
Because I feel like, in a general sense, I know you decently well. So when you throw me a curveball like that, it really...
Rachel, it's not something that just comes up casually in conversation. I'm not just going to be like, hey,
Becca,
Rachel, you know what I really love?
Becca, you and I sit here and talk about how many times we pooped that day. I
That's
just
true.
felt like we were closer than that. I feel like I would have known if you like to rub ears or not.
Well, I was very clear in that I'm not just randomly going up and rubbing people's ears.
Well, then your secret would be out for real. So
It's true.
the ear rubbing is what everyone's saying because that was... I could have made the video 30 seconds long and just included Becca saying, I like to rub ears, and that'd just be the whole entire Flock Talk. Horrible.
I don't think it's as weird as pooping naked. I got to be honest.
You know? And I did talk to James about that. He said that he's glad I told people so that now they might get the curiosity to try and have their life be better. That's what he said.
Listen, I have pooped naked because I was like in the shower and about to die or something. I don't love it. It's too much. It's too vulnerable.
Yeah.
I don't love being naked anyway. I'm just not sure that I could ever be on the same page with James. Although I'm happy that it makes him feel liberated.
Now let me just preface by saying this. I don't mean this in a nasty way. I mean, as like normal humans, James is not one that likes to be naked, nor am I.
Okay.
So like, he doesn't just, because some men do, just kind of walk around, you know? James is not that way. Like as soon as he gets out of the shower, wet or not, them drawers are going on.
Rachel.
You know? Them drawers.
Um,
So for him to use the bathroom fully unclothed, that is...
Hi, Wayne. Do you want to come say hi to everyone? Hi, Wayne. What are you bringing me?
Strawberry cookies.
Wayne brought me strawberry cookies. This is Wayne. This is my husband. He is not working, but he is working. What are you doing?
I just delivered a big old load of birth control or pregnancy tests.
Birth control pregnancy test. So
That's
you are
different.
working. You're in Morristown today?
Well, I decided to run those.
Look, I'm
Hey, do
making
you want
flowers.
some chocolate-covered strawberries? They're in the fridge. I made them.
No, I'm good.
There's a ton.
You're a
like ton.
dumpster.
She made 100 and something. Why not?
I don't know. I sent James to get him. That was a mistake, but that's okay.
You can go grab some. Don't touch them. You can touch this one.
Kat said, Wayne, show us those legs. There
can
we
do a
go,
toe
Wayne.
touch.
Take a screenshot of that, guys.
I probably can't.
Wayne, don't hit your head on that thing you always hit your head on.
That's why I know that.
Take it personal every time. There's a
Becca
light.
does.
There's a light right here. Well, it's either the camera or the light.
Yeah, it's mostly the camera.
He's never been here and not hit his head on it, and it makes me so mad every time.
I still think about when he fell off that ladder and busted up his shoulder and he couldn't sleep on it for weeks.
Weeks.
Horrible.
How are they, Wayne?
They're awful.
I knew it. The strawberries are not prime.
He said they're awful.
I'll take you some.
No, he won't. What time are you going to be off? Oh. Guys, you want to know what I love about FedEx? Most of the time on holidays like Valentine's Day or Mother's Day or something like that, someone has ordered flowers or strawberries or something and they
Sure.
don't get delivered on the right day, so they refuse them, and then FedEx has to destroy them, and I get flowers and strawberries.
That's nice.
Who made these? I don't want to eat them right now. My stomach hurts, but thank you. They look good. Ooh, cream cheese filling and the strawberry cookies. Sweet. What were we talking about before Wayne came in?
No, his legs. Oh, before he came in. I'm sorry. Let me backtrack some more.
See ya.
Bye, Wayne. Let me look up in the comments.
Stacy wants to know if you work out.
Like 10 hours a day, basically.
So, fun story. Back in December, you know, I've been on this like fun weight loss journey since August.
Fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh.
I was feeling good about myself in December, right? And just trying on clothes that I hadn't had on for a while. And Wayne's like, here, try my jeans on, which I hate jeans, hate them. Second, Wayne is like a stick from here down. So he wears smaller sizes, not small, but smaller. He wears like a 36, right? So he's like, try these on. And I put them on and I couldn't get them over my butt. Like it stopped.
I don't particularly think that's a bad thing.
Under my butt.
Particularly.
Under my butt. And I have a picture. The front is like totally not zipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like.
And that was December.
It was December, yeah. I got them on today. Got them on, zipped.
Buttoned them.
Now, it was a bad muffin top. Like.
Doesn't matter. That's not the point.
I looked like a can of Busted Biscuits, but they were zipped.
They were zipped
and buttoned, right?
Yeah.
So I texted him this morning. I was like, Wayne, what do you weigh? And he told me, and I was like, well, I weigh 28 pounds more than you, and I got your jeans zipped and buttoned. So.
Whoop, whoop.
I weigh 28 pounds more than my husband.
Does that mean that he needs smaller jeans or bigger
No,
jeans?
because he wears them under his stomach.
Oh.
He's one of those. It drives me crazy. Yeah, drives me crazy. Although, you know, I think about it, and if Wayne wore them like up here over, I don't know that that would be great either. Did we figure out what we were talking about before?
No.
These
Rubbing
scissors
ears.
kind of need to be replaced.
But so my mom went to the dentist last week.
Oh.
And she told me, now she loves her, what do you call it? The dental tech.
Hygienist.
Thank you, Becca.
Yeah.
The dental hygienist, she's went to her for years. I go to him for my cosmetic dental needs.
Yes.
And he retired and a new fella came.
Oh.
And Mom was talking to her dental hygienist about the new doctor because I need veneers in the future. My teeth are, I need veneers. They're in rough shape. Story for another day. Anyways, that's not the point.
Her real teeth.
She was talking to the dental hygienist and she said, oh, he does a wonderful job with veneers. I begged him to do mine, but he refused because I don't have full lips. And Mom was like, excuse me? And she said, he has to, of course, you have to have like a free consultation. And if you don't have full lips, he will refuse to do veneers on you because veneers are ultimately much larger than your natural teeth. And he said, you will not look right. Like you won't look like your old self at all.
You have full lips though.
Right. But me as someone who thinks about teeth a lot, I have never thought about that. So I need you all to tell me, have you ever went for a consultation to get veneers? And
Do any of you have veneers who want to share?
Yeah, my MLB has veneers, loves them. I want to get veneers. I feel like I will really like them, mostly because I need them. My teeth aren't a really good shape. They're not in bad shape, like unhealthy. They're just not a great shape. And what I get now is called bonding, and it stains in like 6 months. So no matter how many whitening strips I use or anything. So I really need some veneers. But I did not know. And honestly, it makes me feel good that he will not take your money. Like, he's not just in it for the money. If he sees you and he's like, you don't have fuller lips, I am sorry, but you won't look like your old self. Too. Yeah, I appreciate that fact. But there's your weird chat for the day. Let me know if you guys have any insight about that. Maybe, maybe not. Also, I thought veneers were permanent, and you have to replace them like every 10 or 15 years.
Yeah,
I didn't
they're
know that.
expensive.
They are very expensive. Yeah.
Would your insurance cover them?
Yes, it was with insurance, $1,300 per tooth. Now I need 8. Yeah, so that'll be join Oak and Lamb.
Join Oak and Lamb so Rachel can get veneers.
So I can get some teeth.
I'm a high jeans and leggings pants person. Ever since I had my son, I can't wear low cut jeans. No, I don't wear low cut.
I've never owned a pair of. I was born after the time when that was super popular.
Hated it.
I cannot do low cut jeans.
In fact, we were just talking about how that I wear a camisole every single day, and Rachel was like, "Yeah, you probably won't want to anymore." I'm like, "No, I always have because I came from the era where you wore low cut jeans, and I didn't want my butt to show." Yes, we were talking about James pooping. That reminds me of what I was going to say. I have a mutual friend who watches the show, right?
Yeah.
And they took a flight the other day and came out of the bathroom and texted me and said, you know, I just had a thought. I was using the bathroom in the airplane. Like, what would James do?
You know, tight quarters, there's no telling.
Yeah, I don't know.
It depends on how hot it is in there.
What
So
he
it
buy?
would be my
It's
final
hot in
answer.
there. It's hot in there.
Then he would take even his wedding ring off. He would take it all off. The hotter he is, the more he's going to disrobe.
Rings make my hands sweat for sure.
Yeah, he almost gets like blistery,
Okay.
but
Y'all are like a match made in heaven in that department. then.
right.
Yeah.
Diana said, I have all of my teeth crowned. So Diana, that's a great alternative as well.
Yeah.
Hers cost $18,000, but she said she loves them.
And you don't have to do it again, right? Unless like one pops off or something.
Yeah, let us
It's
know.
not like
Diana.
something you have to do every
Diana.
10 years or something,
Let
right?
us know. Let us know. Let us know.
I've never had any sort of dental work like that. I have no idea. I've never had a cap. I've never had a cavity. I've never had a root, like none of that.
I have two
Yeah.
temporary crowns, by the way. They're 15 years old. My temporary crowns. Yeah.
Beckett has a crown,
Yeah.
and because he likes to chew on things, and he completely broke one of his molars. It's a baby molar, thank God.
Oh, good.
And
good.
it cracked all the way
Well,
up.
not
That
good
was
that he
so
cracked it,
traumatic,
but-
though.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I felt
Oh.
terrible for him having to do it. But now I'm like, every time he chews on something, I'm like, remember that pain with that tooth? Do you want
Yeah.
another one?
Listen, it's a hard lesson to learn, but he learned it.
Before it happened, I was in the dentist with the kids, and the dentist was like, I'm about to give her a shot. This other patient. So I don't know if maybe you want to take your kids out. And I'm like, no, I want them to see this. I want them to know what the
Yeah.
reality is if they
Yes.
won't take care of their teeth. And
Yeah.
this is what they have to deal with. It's not a scare tactic. I mean, it is, but it's like, it's reality.
Well, it's, what do they call it? Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm drinking this Monster and I burped. I'm so sorry. Anywho, it's like a natural consequence. You chew on it, you break your tooth. You have to do some not fun stuff to get your teeth back in order.
And then I have to pay an arm and a leg,
which is something you shouldn't be punished for that.
even with dental insurance.
Shame.
Anyway, I hope you all have a fantastic Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing for
Eat
it.
something good. Do something fun.
Yeah. Look at our pretty flowers.
Oh, Becca, I love them.
I do too.
You should give them to Wayne to give back to you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Take the guesswork out of it for him.
So cute. I love it. I love it very much. Thank you for being here with us today. If you have not already clicked the link to purchase our membership at the discounted rate, do that. Use the code BEMINE, BEMINE, and become a flock member. Let us know if you have any questions. If you're watching this afterward and have any questions about the membership or crafting in general, we'd love to answer that for you. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. It's free to do that. And turn on notifications so that you get notified when we go live. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, everyone, and we'll see you here Thursday for another live.